When it comes to talking on the phone, millennials and Gen Z would prefer anything else, including text or email.
A recent survey found that 75% of millennials dislike talking on the phone, and 81% actually suffer from anxiety before making a phone call. But there's now a service to help young people learn phone etiquette. It's called The Phone Lady. It was created by Mary Jane Copps, who joins us live this morning to tell us more. Good morning, Mary Jane.
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Lauren.
81% suffer from anxiety in this younger generation about making a phone call. We're still using phones, sometimes for job interviews. So what is the first step you take in terms of trying to get someone more comfortable about answering a phone call or making a phone call?
The first thing I ask people to do if they're suffering from really high anxiety is to start phoning friends and family members. And perhaps they'll have to book that call ahead of time, maybe warn that friend or that family member. Maybe they have grandparents they can call. But it's a skill to talk on the phone. It's much like public speaking, so you have to practice.
But what are they so worried about? What are they so anxious? It's viewed as an act of aggression for a millennial to get a phone call. What are they worried about?
One of the big things that they worry about is they're not ready for it. So if there's a plan ahead of time, one of my clients was really uncomfortable with inbound calls. She'd rather they left a message and she would call them back so that she could prepare. The second biggest thing that I hear is, what if they ask me a question I can't answer? And that seems to be very terrifying for many.
So is that just simply going into a conversation and being prepared, or maybe even writing something down if it's something related to a job or, talking to a supervisor or a manager?
Yeah, so especially when it comes to job interviews, they really want to be prepared. But even when they have a job in either customer service or perhaps in the financial industry, in insurance, any of those places, there's still that anxiety that they won't say the right thing on the phone.
Okay, but so I know they don't love the phone and they're doing a lot of texting, but they must have conversations day to day. Why do they need to pay you $500 an hour when their parents could simply tell them, just go with the flow, man?
Well, I think it's a bit of a history lesson. So the BlackBerry came into our world in 1990, and that's when all of us started talking with our thumbs. So are their parents talking on the phone? And is there technology at the dinner table? Are they having conversations at the dinner table? Are they talking to their friends in real time, or are they texting? There's many bars and restaurants now that actually collect cell phones at the door so that there's conversation in that setting, because people will sit at a table and text each other.
Yeah,
you see it all the time at restaurants.
The only people who should have a cell phone at the dinner table, the CIA or a surgeon, and there are none in my family, believe me.
Yeah, and to know about that pricing, it is groups that I primarily work with, so that's not a one-on-one price.
Okay.
I'm often teaching, doing a webinar for up to 850 people.
Wow.
All right, Mary Jane Copps, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for more information, check out thephonelady.com. You can also follow them on Twitter and Instagram. Mary Jane, thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
You
Thanks,
too.
Paul. I will teach your kids phone etiquette for $150 an hour.
Just as long as they're not a CIA agent.